Hey everyone, it's Ness here at Cake Style. Today I'm going to be making the most beautiful honey rosewater pistachio tea cakes. I came up with this recipe of tweaking my tea cake and turning it into this gorgeous flavor combination because of a butter that I had at one of our local restaurants here. It was so amazing that I had to try and use those flavors together to create something for you guys. So I'm sifting into a bowl some flour, baking powder, as well as some salt. I just want to sift those together and then keep those off to the side while we get started on the wet ingredients. I've got 125 grams of unsalted butter that is softened. I'm going to be popping that in with a cup of sugar, and I went for caster sugar, which is a super fine sugar. I just find it works really well for the tea cakes. So we want to cream those together for at least 2 minutes. You will notice a color difference. The butter here is quite yellow, but what you're looking for is for it to really lighten up a fair bit. Then you'll know it's time to pop in your eggs. I've got 2 eggs here. Just whack those in, as well as some honey. Now you don't want to add too much honey. I've added a little bit under 1/4 cup because otherwise you'll find that they do get quite sticky. I've also omitted a little bit of sugar because I have this honey in there. So if you want to make a change to this flavor and take away the honey, go ahead and add an extra 1/4 cup of sugar. Once those have whipped together nicely, I'm going to go ahead and add my flour mixture as well as some milk. I've just gone for light milk. You can go for whole milk as well. I find that it doesn't matter too much with these. They've got lots and lots of moisture. So you just want to go ahead and continue to add in your milk as well as your flour. Now some of you know that I have started my very own jewelry line. I am wearing one of my beautiful necklaces at the moment. It is my pink lava necklace. It has gorgeous little Japanese seed beads that are in a beautiful purple color and some bronze as well. I'm going to be giving a discount code in the description box for you guys. And keep an eye out because on Instagram I'm going to be doing a giveaway as well. I'm using a mini loaf pan, just a silicone one, to bake these in. These are so easy to use, they don't stick to it at all, but if you're worried about it sort of moving around a lot as you hold it, you can place a cookie sheet underneath it. Pop it into the oven for about 20 minutes or so, and you'll see the honey gives them a really nice, beautiful color. Now I let these cool down for about an hour, and in that time I got working on my ganache. The white chocolate ganache is just the simple recipe of chocolate and cream. I've heated up my cream in the microwave just to make it nice and fast, and then I'm pouring it over my white chocolate. The first thing you want to do is try and submerge all of that chocolate just a little bit so that it can start to melt, and then you can start sort of stirring it around and trying to get them to combine. You can pop it into the microwave again, but just be really, really careful because you want to make sure that everything is not fully dissolved and that you keep stirring and stirring it so that you don't overheat it through this process. To add in the beautiful rosewater flavor, I am popping a teaspoonful of rosewater essence into this ganache, and then I'm going to whip it up. You can use a hand mixer or you can use a whisk. It is a fair bit of work with a whisk, but it's not very much ganache, so it shouldn't take you too long. Now I'm adding a combination of a mauvey purple food color as well as a pink, and the mauve will help us to create more of a true pink. Being that the white chocolate is quite yellow, you want to get rid of that first. So just adding a touch of that, and then our pink color. I went for a really pretty rose color. It's actually by Sugarflair and it's just called their pink. It's really pretty and I love it, and I use that one a lot. I'm always really nervous about adding their colors because they are strong though, so I've gone ahead and just put a little bit into a container and then get my color happening, make sure it's nice and dark, and then just gradually add a little bit of that into my whole ganache mix. Now I'm just using a 1A Wilton tip for these, just making lots of splodgy things all over the top of them. You can decorate it in any way you like. You could do some nice little ruffly curls with a 104. You could do a star tip, whatever you guys like. Now you may have noticed that I haven't put any pistachio into this. The butter that inspired these cakes really had such a light pistachio flavor, and I didn't want to add it into the cake itself. I really wanted it to be a honey cake and then have all of these other flavors just on top. So I've crushed up some of my pistachios, and then I'm placing some edible rosebuds on there as well. We ate ours with the edible rosebuds because we kind of really like the texture, but if you're not keen on those, you don't have to. You can always just pipe some little roses or make some other little flowers, and honestly, it's going to turn out beautiful no matter what. It's gorgeous colors. You can see that beautiful honey shade in the cakes. These were absolutely amazing, and because I only made 6, they went super fast. The girls wanted to take them to school so that everybody could see the roses and give those a bit of a go. So I'd love to know your thoughts, and if you make them, please remember to tag me so I can check out your wonderful creations. Thanks for all the support, guys, and I will see you with another video next week.